Exactly did you find Mr. Talbot?
We both went to the same elocution school. we've both been taking elocution lessons.
Right.
Hey, Mick.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Actually, Mick, I seem to remember, I think I interviewed you when you were in the Merton Parkers.
I think you interviewed my brother.
It was... Oh,
Yeah.
fine. Well, you must have been standing in the room or something like that.
I may have been, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And after that, somebody tells me that you were also playing with another band that got quite a lot of press, The Bureau, which was a sort of offshoot of Dexys, wasn't it, or
We
something?
was in Dexys as well.
This is the hobby.
All right.
That only lasted a little while.
Shall we play the new record and let you relax for a second? Here it is. Speak Like a Child. Style Council coming in some style indeed. Number 6 in the charts, a new entry this week. You must be rather pleased, Paul, with the reaction of the record buyers to that.
Well, I am.
Did you have any worries? I mean, did you think, my God, it is the first release under the new name and a lot depends on it? What's the matter? He's corpsed.
Sorry.
Actually, when I had to do a critique of
I'm
the
just
record...
high. I'm high on life, you know?
Good, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I had to do a critique of the record for a magazine called Soundmaker, and I observed that it is, of all the things that you're doing at the moment, it's quite jam-like in its structure, that track, whereas the B-side isn't, it seems to me. Does that mean that you've chosen it because of its familiarity?
No. I mean, and if I'd have sort of thought that, I wouldn't have released it. Because we have got this other song which is really good called Solid Bond in Your Heart, which is another potential single. It's such a good song. But the reason why I didn't release it because I thought maybe the actual, what you were saying about the structure, I thought was a little bit too close to the jam thing, you know. And I thought this was much more removed. A couple of people, I've had sort of mixed reactions. Some people said it's really different. Some people said it's kind of, you know, like a logical conclusion, like logical follow-on from what the jam were doing.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't try and do it because it's familiar. I don't want to do that at all. I want to do something different.
All right, good. That's solved. I obviously got it totally wrong there, which is something.
That's okay.
Okay, jolly good. Now, Mick, let's talk to you for a bit, because apart from establishing that you played with the Bureau and the Merton Parkers, what are you hoping to... And Dexys Midnight Runners, of course.
Oh, Paul, thank you.
What are you hoping to do with Paul? I mean, how much say do you have in what the Style Council is getting up to?
Not an awful lot. He's the governor, you know. It's, he listens to me sometimes, don't you?
Something to do. I do really like. He's got some good ideas about the LT and that he goes on about. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about religion, okay?
All right. Let's ask you, Paul, what do you think Mick has got to offer then? Why did you choose him?
Well, I think, you know, mainly because, you know, I really like Mick's playing, his style of playing. I think because there's not many people really playing that style anymore, you know, with like the Hammond thing and like the kind of jazz soul feel. And also, like, you know, his knowledge of that kind of music, area of music and that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and really, mainly above all else, he's a great guy, you know?
You have actually known each other for some years, haven't you?
Well, sort of, haven't we? Not really.
Us, but on and off.
Knocked around together a bit.
Some people have said that. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, really, would you?
No.
Well, you know more than we do, so I suppose that's
Well, we're good friends. What are you trying to say?
Nothing at all. Have you found... You're making lovely noise with your percussion there. Have you found any other full-time Style Council members yet?
No, not yet. You know, I don't really want to get a permanent bassist and drummer. You don't want to get, you know, too many sort of set members. So I think we just kind of keep it as like a nucleus, just me and Mick, and possibly the only other person we had is maybe a female singer. We found the right one, you know. Because
Tracy obviously can't go out and do live performance much with you, but she's got her own thing to do.
Well, yeah, exactly, you know. I mean, she's great, Tracy, but, you know, she wants to really concentrate on her own thing, you know, her own career.
Talk about that in a moment, but tell me a bit about the name, the Style Council. Does it have deep meaning, you know, like the Jam was, you know, deep meaning? Is the Style Council the same?
Well, not really, no. It's... I don't know. It's sort of it's quite abstract, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of ambiguous.
It's amphibious as well.
Yes.
I'm not sure. See, a friend suggested it. It's I think he got it out of this clothes shop, you know. So I just like the sound of it. It could be loads of different things. It could be you know, like a name of like a fashion warehouse or something. Or what I'm on about, really.
It sounds very interesting. I read that you're into a style anyway, so it must be true it was printed in black and white.
Well, yeah, well, it must be in that case, yeah. No, I am. I think it's very important, but I think, you know, it's good to detach style from fashion because, you know, they're two different things, you know. The other thing about the name, which I do like about it, is that, you know, like all the different little puns you can get out of it.
What sort of puns?
I don't know any, really, but I think there must be some, you know.
We'll leave that up to the sort of clever press, really.
Up to the pundits.
Well, anyone that fancies, you know.
The salt of the earth.
The other thing we're trying to do is the elocution lessons we've been having and that. We're trying to raise ourselves a little bit, raise our standards.
I'm not sure they're working.
I don't know, we keep slipping a bit, but I don't know, have you noticed anything during this interview?
No, not a thing.
You haven't?
I haven't even noticed what you've been talking about, Rick.
We've only been going there for the last 3 weeks, you know, so we've still got quite a long way to go. We only go 2 nights a week.
I'd say you're doing well for it, actually. You're doing
I think we
doing
are.
all
We're
right.
trying to appeal to
You're trying to get a sort of
bigger section.
You're trying to get a sort of Duran Duran image. I mean, they have obviously a very
little bit.
clear diction.
A little bit like that, actually, yeah.
What?
Like Simon, you know, because I know him quite well.
Yeah, a close friend of yours.
Si.
Good old Symes.
Yeah, you know, I think the way they've done it, I think they've probably done it through the fact that they can...
What, smooth out that Midland sort of thing?
I think so, yeah. It's kind of, because of the fact they're well spoken.
Glad I found something you like about Duran Duran. Because
I admire them very much.
Okay. Shall I quote? You said that they were a Tory band, the sort of band that Maggie Thatcher would join. Let's play your new... I can't talk, here you go, your new talent. Makes 3 of us.
You want to go this thing?
I will
do.
do.
Dress after this.
All right, well, we're listening to Tracy Young. Here she is. That Jack built, Tracy, goes under the name of Tracy Young when she's not recording. That's her first release on the Respond label and produced by Paul Weller. How did you find Tracy, Paul?
Well, I put this little thing in Smash Hits, you know. It wasn't really an advert there, but Smash Hits put a little thing in there saying that I was looking for a girl singer between the age of 18 and 22. I think it was that. And Tracy, you know, she was just one of those the lucky ones to send the tape in, you know.
How many tapes did you get? You must have got hundreds of them.
Well, I was a bit disappointed actually, because I thought there'd be like loads and loads of people out there, you know, but there wasn't really that many. There was, I suppose I must have got. It was definitely under 100 anyway, you know, probably much less than that. So I was a bit disappointed because I thought there must be like loads of kids out there, sort of, you know, who sing in their bathrooms and whatever, who've got, you know, who've got really good voices.
You found somebody with a really good voice, indeed.
I think so, yeah.
Excellent, very strong voice.
And she's, you know, she's a great girl as well. She's very, you know, really sharp and that.
That's good. Actually, this isn't the only sort of production thing you're getting into, because Respond as a label is involving you, with the questions as well.
Right.
And also, I gather that you've been working with Everything But the Girl as well. Is that true? I read that.
Not. I don't know, because I saw something in the papers about me producing their LP, but it's a lot of rubbish. It's, you know...
It was that Blitz magazine, you know, the fashion magazine or style
Listen,
magazine.
don't knock the SR Bible.
It's all right, but they got it wrong that time. What's all happening for you then with the Respond thing? Because you've moved it from Polydor, which you were for.
Polydor was useless because they were just kind of paying me lip service, you know. It was just like, because I've been a good boy, they give me a little plaything, you know.
But A&M are taking it more seriously.
Yeah, very serious. And also, I mean, now, you see, I put all my own money into it and that, which means I've just got more control and just, obviously, it's got to work, you know. Because we can't afford to lose that sort of dough and that.
Would you like the Style Council to eventually, oh dear, a pretty political thing to say, to eventually move on to Respond?
Well,
it's sort of on it already because your logo
sort of
rolls
through it anyway.
Yeah.
You have a logo that appears on your single and also on Tracy's, doesn't it?
Right. Well, I mean, the ideas are very similar. You know, it's kind of the same thing pushing. But I mean, with the Style Council or whatever I do, my own stuff couldn't be on the Respond because I need the money from Polydor to pay for Respond. You see what I mean? So
great system.
Thanks.
What about recording more then with the Style Council? You got an LP or something beginning to come together?
No, I don't think we're doing LP for a little while. What we do is just collect up tracks as we go along, I think. So we've got some more stuff. We've got about.
You got tonsillitis, I can tell that.
Got tonsillitis and about another 2 tracks.
So they'll come out as another single and.
Not sure really yet.
See how it goes.
I think I just like to do some more singles first. I think singles are really important.
Is the Muse still with you? You've got plenty of songs bursting out.
May the Muse be with you.
Yes.
I've got lots of ideas. Yeah, I'm just taking my time about things like that. It's great, you know, to be in a position where I haven't got any deadlines to meet. You know, we haven't got to finish an LP in 3 weeks' time or something. You know, because we're going out on the road for 6 months or something. You know, and it's great just to have that freedom. You know,
to be your own man.
Yeah.
So no regrets at all about the end of last year and your decision to change your life?
No, I think it was a good decision. I think a lot of people, you know, who understood it, you know, realise now it was, you know, it was the right thing to do.
You've come up here today from rehearsals, but it's not rehearsals for you as such. What are you involved in? What are you rehearsing?
Well, we're playing this new programme which starts next week called Switch, which takes over from the Tube. You know,
right.
On the other side, you know.
Getting that together. Well, we can't mention that.
Censored.
What?
Is he censoring that because...
No. Of course, how can we censor a thing that's going out? Come on, carry on.
No,
And is there going
I'm not worried.
And is there going to be some sort of Respond tour or something soon? Because you did it before, didn't you?
Hang on a minute, Richard.
Yes.
This programme we're doing next week and that is... the questions we're doing
Well
two
done.
numbers.
Ah, right.
It's like a continuous thing. It's got our own little condensed review thing.
Mhm.
Our own, well, we prefer to call it a posse. We've got the questions doing two numbers.
And?
We've got Tracy doing her single.
Yeah,
and
right.
the Style Council will be doing two songs as well. And you know, I think it'll work really well because I just think it'll be so different, you know.
All right, so I advise people to turn off Andy Peebles for a few seconds on Friday to watch it and then to nip back to Andy afterwards.
Well, I think it's worth doing it, yeah.
Good. All right, that's our first chance to see the Style Council in real performance, I suppose, then in front of a crowd.
Sort of.
Yeah, not counting the video, which is going down well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah. Right, what shall we do? Shall we play the other side of the record, which is all we've got to play, in fact?
Well, is that it?
It's on the turntable there. Do you want to turn Dave Lee Travis and sort of announce your way into it?
you could never do it that well, could you?
No, not really.
No.
Style Council and Party Chambers, everybody looking much happier now because the tea's arrived, which is a crucial thing, in fact, if you've got tonsillitis. How long have you had it, Paul, the tonsil problem? Was it recurring?
About a week.
Oh, dear. But you just left with this...
Got a
problem.
really bad cough.
Okay.
Never mind.
You were going to tell us more about other live work that the Style Council is getting into. What's
Right.
that?
Well, what we plan to do is start again.
Mm-hmm.
What we plan to do is to get a kind of 3-hour show where it'll be, you know, a little bit like a review thing, but it'll be like all the Respond acts and the Style Council, but something else in between, you know. And one idea was to maybe get some sort of young comedians, but not as alternate idiots, like just, you know, people that work in mainstream, you know, real people. And also maybe to have some sketches in between or something as well, you know, some like little acted out sketches.